So I'm gonna put up the audio of the hearing and try and do a little commentary over it the best I can. And right, it might not be perfect, but let's see what's going on. Let's doing that thing again.
As I stated, he was ordered to leave other countries for potentially putting their safety at risk. And the final factor, Your Honor, he is a significant risk of intimidating the witnesses, specifically our victim or anyone else who may decide to come forward in this investigation. Our victim has been cooperative with law enforcement and with our office. He's alleged to have been physically violent with her. And as I stated, told her that he could kill her if he wanted to. I've also mentioned that he's instructed his followers to go talk to her, and tell them that they need to make noise and do everything that they can do to see if she would drop the charges. While she is present and supportive, she's not giving a statement, but she did provide a written statement last time, which I read before the court. I won't read it in its entirety, but I will pick out some points on behalf of her to go to the intimidating witness factor. She states that she is fully willing to testify in this case, even though she is very nervous. She's asking that the court do not grant him bond. He has ordered people to abuse one another physically for his enjoyment and his pleasure. She goes on to state that he prevented her from leaving his home the night that she wanted to leave. He took her into another room after mentally abusing her for up to 2 hours, and after ordering the woman in his home to abuse her, he proceeded to then rape her when she told him she did not want to have sex with him multiple times. And she also had stated in her previous statement that he has openly told the members of the cult to reach out to her to persuade her from dropping the charges. And so she asked, in the interest of justice, the safety of the community, and for the safety of other potential victims who have not and may never come forward, she asked that the court decline bond. And Your Honor, I understand.
So basically, what they're saying, oh, I can't even see the thing jumping up. I don't know whether you can hear me. Basically, saying that how he sent out the big boys to come and get her. The girls already displayed that how they go after other members at his order, and you know he talked her into kind of, it was kind of like he, because he's been doing this thing for a long time. So I feel he's been doing this with women for a long time. This is nothing new to him. So he thought he can do the same thing to Janae, and this is what it's come to right now. So this prosecutor here, she's very good because she speaks of a lot of sorry, I didn't greet everybody. Hi, welcome to Ocean Yemi's channel. So she speaks of a lot of stuff that's probably been going on in carbonation for a very long time. And it's just that um it took Janae to literally tell the story, even to the threatening that they're threatening people who left the tribe and all sorts. So um, I'm going to let the persecutor continue to say um, the argument, and we'll proceed.
And that Mr. Eder is present, just doing his job, and has brought witnesses as to his character. But what the court has to look at here today are the factors and look at the allegations at this point and the evidence presented for it. And at those factors, each and every single one, that Judge Bethel found that he was a risk and denied his bond. If anything has changed for somehow the court to reconsider their position that he is not a significant risk, the state will submit to you nothing has changed. Other than the fact that he has been in custody for more days, nothing has changed. He still presents a risk. And I think that is very evident by the fact that there are members of his cult still reaching out to the victim to persuade her to drop the charges. So we would ask the court to deny bond and find that he meets all of those risk factors under Ayala and that he should not be granted bond. Thank you.
Now we're going to move to the witnesses. That was the character witnesses. I'm hoping it's going to play. Because, like, the signal is just annoying. The character witnesses that presented him to spoke up for him.
Even after seeing those videos?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Eady. Got another witness?
Yes. Miss Adriana Johnson. Miss Johnson, are you there?
Yes. Hi. How are you doing?
I'm doing good in yourself. Would you please raise your right hand for this honorable court? And do you swear that the honor you will give will be the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right. May you please state your full first and last name for this court?
Yes, my name is Adriana Johnson.
All right. And may you spell it?
AUDRIANA. My last name Johnson, JOHNSON.
All right. How long have you appreciate it? You can put your right arm down. How long have you known Mr. Alejo Bishop?
It's been more than 3 years now.
Okay. Precisely in a paraphrasable type of substance, could you just explain to me or explain to the court, if any, good or bad, how he has impacted you and then the community in which y'all shared during your time together?
Yes. Well, I'm here to say that Alejo has been a dear friend of mine for more than 3 years now. And as a true friend, he has always been there for me, even in my darkest moments. He has always been able to provide me with great advice and emotional support anytime, like even when I needed it the most. And unlike a lot of other people, I know Alejo personally and not just from the internet. And if you know him, you know that he is a joy to be around and he is a pleasure to work with. Alejo is always upbeat and spreading positivity. He is very courageous.
When she said that he spreads positivity, I feel he is the same way he is on the net. He's not positive if he's there shouting and hollering at people, being abusive. That's not spreading positivity. And I will go back to playing this guy as well, because even what he says is laughable to me too. I feel they just, well, she lied already, and she hasn't even started to give her testimony yet. So this is this lady. Let me see if I can get her. Let me see. Let me see if I can get her. Because they lied so much. It's like, I'm surprised they didn't charge them for lying, to be honest. He said he spreads positivity. I'm like, wow. I've never seen this guy do any charity work. I've never seen him done anything for the community. I've never seen him help anybody. I've seen him help himself, but not other people. So, you know, my thing stuck. I've never seen it. So I yeah, she said he does positive. He spreads positivity. The other witness is the one, the white guy, is very laughable. This lady here, she said he spread positivity in her life and all this stuff, and you're just like, I've never seen him give to anybody but himself. He doesn't care for other people. He's very much into himself. He have loads of problems, and it's just quite interesting that these people will stand there and give their witness statement. I think they call that perjury. I think that's the word, perjury. That's because it's blatant lies they're telling to the bond hearing. Then they wondered, I mean, not that I want him to come out. And he didn't even get his members to talk up for him. Yeah, no shame whatsoever. Well, I just hope this internet don't play up now because it played up yesterday.
Charming and down to earth person. Knowing Eligio, he is a very, very compassionate person, always willing to help people whenever he can. And just from me, like I said, knowing him personally, he has always operated in the purest, with the purest heart and intent.
All right.
And his morals.
Work with him in the community. What are some of those things that you have done or you have witnessed when you say have done things in the community? What are some of those things?
Yeah, he has brought people together in beautiful ways. You get what I'm saying? He has traveled around just and with the spiritual teaching and the spiritual knowledge, he has allowed people to gain divine knowledge of self that help us.
Right there, she knew she fucked up. So he's helped people. He's divine knowledge of self. He's divine, like spiritual teachings that he stole from other people, and you're just there. Yeah, he got kicked out of countries. So I'm gonna try highlight it. Let me try it with my cursor. It's not even highlighting. My thing's not highlighting. Oh, there we go. He got kicked out of countries. He didn't even do nothing for the countries to which he was in. You know, it's just crazy. Like this lady, anyway, we listen to what she says. I'm gonna go back to the white guy as well. Even he's laughable. Turn off the
Navigate, on a path that can, it can be very overwhelming, just dealing with worldly things and all the troubles in the world. He has always brought people together. Like I've been around him when it's like big groups and just the way he organizes things, just the way he puts things together. He is a great leader. He is a great leader. And I have always known Eligio to operate with the purest heart and intent. I mean, morals and principles are his top priority, and I would hope that the courts can find it in their judgment today to, grant him bail and for him to be released after serving an extended amount of time thus far. I would hope that the courts, could just find it in their judgment, to grant him his bail.
All right, and one final question: are you a member of his spiritual teachings?
Yes, I do subscribe to his. I do subscribe to his teachings. I've never been a member of the actual cult, but I do subscribe to his teachings. His teachings is universal. It's not, it's not nothing that no one can't, understand if you sit and if you listen.
And she called it a cult. So right there, she sealed his fate already. I also like this group thinking, morals and principles, especially when he told his members to hit each other. Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Listen with the open mind and open heart is facts. Is irrefutable facts.
Thank you. No further questions for this witness.
Thank you.
Ms. Mina? Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Johnson, so I know you said you subscribe to teachings, but you're not a member of Carbon Nation, correct?
Yes.
And you didn't live at that 2993 Arbor Chase Drive in DeKalb County or any residence with Mr. Bishop?
No.
Okay. And you were not present the night that these incidents alleged to occur back on March 24th of 2022. Is that correct?
No, I was not.
Okay. And so you have no knowledge of what actually took place on that date?
Actually, I do have some knowledge, and that is only because the alleged victim did a live interview.
Okay.
Where she
let me stop you there. I don't want to know if you have some knowledge from what's been passed around on the internet. Were you actually present that day?
No, I wasn't. I've never been to that.
That's all I asked. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, I'm just going off of what the alleged victim has stated herself.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Johnson. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, and I have one last witness, Miss Mayat Singleton.
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Singleton. How are you?
I'm fine.
All right, may you please raise your right hand? And do you swear that the testimony you give before this honorable court will be the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Yes, all right, you put your right hand down. How long have you known Mr. May you please state your name and spell your name for this honorable court?
My name is Maya Singleton, MA''ATSINGLE.
And this other lady, which I haven't taken a picture of, she was just rolling her eyes at the questioning. She just seemed to have attitude. You're just like, you're on a stand talking for somebody and you have attitude. It just doesn't make sense. That's another lady. I didn't take a picture of her, but I'm gonna go back to the white guy after she gives her statement.
ETON.
Okay, and how long have you known Mr. Bishop?
Nearly 6 years now.
All right, what's your relationship with Mr. Bishop?
We are friends.
Okay, and precise with the time that you have shared together, could you share with any experiences, good or bad, that you have witnessed and or worked with him in regards to him and contributing to the community in which y'all shared together?
I can. Our friendship has meant to me, as I am not a resident of Georgia. So,
be precise as far as anything such as any outreach or anything that you have seen him giving back, anything just precisely with him in the community in which y'all shared, whether it was.
I've seen him offer counsel and support to people, not just words. I've seen him offer financial support to people as part of the community, as well as myself and counsel.
Okay. And are you a quote-unquote active member of his spiritual teachings, or regarded in this court as a cult?
No, I'm not part of a cult.
Okay. And that would be the only questions that I have for this witness.
Thank you, Ms. Mina. I have no questions for Ms. Singleton.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, anything further, Mr. Edie?
And nothing further as far as witnesses. I would just finish up my argument as far as the remaining factors. Positive or negative, whichever way it may be, impact that he had.
Right, I'm gonna try and see if I can go back to the white guy that spoke as well.
Has impacted on your life and to the families around in the 4 years that you have known him.
Yeah, what I can share is that my family consists of me, my wife, a 10-year-old daughter, and then we actually have a baby on the way.
So this is the white guy that's gonna give this, which is, I have the picture. Don't know where I have it. See if it will move. The net is this. Oh, come on. It keeps getting in and out. Let's see if there we go. Because there's a white guy that speaks for him as well. But even if his image doesn't pop up, I'm gonna play him anyway. I think I'll put him after her. And even what he says is very profound. Oh, let me just play it because I can't find his image. He's the guy with the white in his beard.
And one of Eligio's teachings with me is just the friendship and the bond that we've had together, and him always being there for me whenever I needed to, pick up the phone and ask questions or need help in regards of maybe my life or, my relationship with my wife or different things going on in my life. And one other thing that has been his teaching that really affected me was going and bringing awareness around food and teaching about, chemicals.
Okay, we're going beyond where you indicated we were, Mr. Edie. And this isn't a redo. This is an opportunity to get a redo at bond. It's a reconsideration, any additional information. So I don't want to get into all of that.
I got you. Mr. Wilson, I would just be imprecise. Would you just give the court and your relationship, I'm sorry, this one is falling, and your relationship to how he has impacted you, and then as far as the community in which you was going, his risk to the community, anything that he has done for the community in which you guys lived in when y'all shared together. Just the community.
What I can share is that he's given a lot of information out to the community because he's trying to reach out to the community and help the community in many different videos. Like we have said, there's many videos online and there's many videos about him trying to help. And what I can say is just to make this real short is, for my family, he's always been there to help. Always been there. Just one phone call away to help in any which way that he can be, because he just wants to give back that reaching hand and help out the community. That's what I'll share.
And one final question. Has he ever been a danger to you and your family?
Absolutely not.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Your Honor, may I?
Yes, no further questions.
Mr. Wilson, are you a member of his cult?
No, I'm not.
And have you ever lived at the 2993 Arbor Chase Drive in DeKalb County?
No, I have not.
And have you ever seen any of the videos of him directing women to hit other women?
I have seen videos, yes.
Oh, you have seen those videos?
I've seen videos that you're referring to, yes.
Okay. And it is still your testimony here today under oath that after seeing those videos, you feel that he is not a danger to the community?
I do not believe he is a danger to the community. He never has been. He never has been, and that's just my views, yes.
And that's your opinion even after seeing those videos?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Eady, got another witness?
Yes, Miss Adriana Johnson.
The guy said he's seen those abusive videos, but he's not a danger to the community. But then again, he would say that because it's not his community that's been hit online and all that stuff. So obviously, he will be in accordance to the BS, won't he? So that's my take on that white man right there. Anyway, get to the part where he talks about he's doing Netflix and all this stupidness.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state will prepare that order. I believe that that concludes my business before this court. May all parties on this case be excused?
Yes, everyone with the Bishop case may be excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Take time.
So it's taken a while to reach my. Like I said, my internet is on a BS right now. Yeah, he repeated it as well. She asked him. Um, have you seen the videos? And he said yes. And then she said, what? And you haven't seen him be abusive to anybody? No, I haven't seen nobody being abusive. It's so stupid, and ridiculous what he just said. Under oath as well.
The court, and your
Hold up.
relationship, I'm sorry, the phone is falling, and your relationship to um, how he has impacted you, and then as far as the community in which
I'm trying to get to the Netflix because he said that how he's doing documentaries for Netflix. He's doing documentaries. He's got stuff on Spotify. He's written how many books and all this. He was really trying to sell him, but I'm trying to find it. Let me see. I'm gonna try and get to that part. Seriously, play. Oh, it's the most now. Time is wise. My net's really playing. Sorry, my net's proper playing up. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to do it at the top of my head. So basically, he said that how he's written many books. One book being the B12 book, healthy diet, organic book, healthy living book, and he's written, I can't remember how many books. Some of the books, some of the books, he said are help books, I think. Then the lawyer proceeded to say something that how he was doing, like, I think because this is the lie he's always used, that how he's doing stuff for Netflix, um, Spotify, um, what's the next one? Spotify and some other platforms, which we know that most of his tribe wrote for him in the first place. So there's a lot of lying done on under oath that was going on, and which he said, Kantasi, a lot of lying, and that's why when the persecutor, I think it is, for the city asked him a question, right? Right, because she knows that they're lying for him and they're bullshitting the court basically. The white man, on the other hand, I think people said he was the beekeeper because I remember he went somewhere in America where he was a bee. Where I think he met a beekeeper, he met a t-shirt mate, person who made t-shirts and all that. Yeah, B6 diet. That's it. The B6 diet, which is Mama Dia's book. So for them to bring that all up in that hearing, then they kept saying cult. The word cult kept coming up. The word cult kept coming up. So obviously, like, being that how, according to what I've been told, because of what happened with Malachi Z. York, um, Georgia don't look too kindly on cults. Then they kept he worked with the community a lot. Oh, he worked with the community. I've never seen him done anything to the community apart from what you call it, apart from going around ordering women to sit down, stand up, and all that. Um, yeah, Mama Dia did a book for them, and then they stole it and called it eat clean cuisine. Hi, Miss Wise. I eat clean cuisine, and yeah, they took the meals from the internet. Yes, they did. Yeah, they did. They. Sorry, I'm trying to highlight every my thing's not moving quick enough for me. Yeah, the beekeeper. I think that's the beekeeper that they were saying, because that's what they're saying in the T's chat. So, oh, Miss White, I'm gonna highlight you as well. So basically, there's so much lies being told. Even the lawyer, who is not a very seasoned one, I may ask. I mean, I don't know about lawyers, but he even kept calling him Six God. He called him Six God or something else. He said that how they're all personas and that how he is this person um, that acts and stuff. Um, you're just thinking to yourself, wow. I mean, like Kamal once said, it looks like it will go to higher because because they wanted this. The lady showing was trying to speak of him so highly. It's like, um, she. Well, they call it purge. I think what they call this, that she was perjury or purge herself, because she made him out like this character who does stuff, and whatever. He does nothing for the community. Wherever his spirit goes, lies and chaos and destruction follows. Exactly. So because they haven't lived, let me take out this thing because it seems to be down. Yeah, right. He he uh he is a very much chaotic person, but they're trying to make him out like he's this saintly figure. And the persecutor said to her, was it, especially when they spoke about the R word one. Um, so is this hearsay, or what do you do, or like is this stuff what you heard on the internet? And it's like, because she said no, 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 I wasn't there, whatever. So right there, she sealed the deal already, because we already know that he ain't coming out already anyway, right? He's a black man in America, and we know the prisons love black men in America. So um, it's just the lying for me, really. I think on the whole, all I heard was the lying from all the witnesses. I just feel that they tried to paint him out as some saintly figure, and didn't it didn't work out basically. Um, I feel that they're watching him anyway, and they're watching how he is. They're checking out his psyche, his mind, his mental as well. He's obviously not getting treated properly good, but um, this hearing was more interesting than the other one because um, he wasn't there. I think they did it without him as well, so he wasn't able to pull faces and try and control what's going on. So yeah, so that's my uptake on it really. But it's just the lies, the sheer lies. Like you can't give somebody a character to who they are not. And I know the people is looking at all the internet stuff as well because the followers have gone quieter now. Before they was very loud. I mean, True's still talking up for him as usual. If my internet wasn't playing up so much, I would go into the Solar Part 2 because um, Solar said a lot the other day. He said a lot. Um, I would have just posted up the video. It's like Solar spoke in the codes as well. They didn't bring up the deaths of the baby and Mama Dia, but they spoke about Maisha in the hearing. The other charges, which is what I did say to one person on their panel, that there's other charges they might bring forward anyway, because they will cover his history, and his history is not that good for what was said in the past. Um, I think he still have to do with the charge with Velvet as well. Um, I feel that I tried to listen to Solar thing. I just couldn't. Solar was talking in he was talking in code and stuff. The last video he put up where he's talking and he said to him that you owe me a daughter. I was listening to it. I mean, it's a lot to take in. It's like you got to pull that, you got to do in parts with that video because he speaks a lot of stuff. He uses mythology to explain what he's talking about, but he waited to when his so-called chief is in jail before he spoke up. And what I said previously, him and Janae could have left at many times, and he never did. He never left. Now, in this picture, you can see that he's been in the tribe for a long time. He's seasoned to it, and for him to make a statement like a big statement like that you owe me a daughter, and I would love to know the story behind what he meant. Yeah, me either, Contessa. He has used the word love so much. Yes, yes, and that part. And I feel to sit through that video, right, you have to watch his video, the last video, in parts. I could have just put it up on my channel, ideally, but I feel that you have to just go through that with a, like, because even the Zeus uses Zeus and some next mythology, and obviously Janae was bombing the video because I still feel that, I mean, people say that how he might talk as well, but that's left to be seen. You know what I mean? That's left to be seen. We know that I still think he's an active member in Carbonation. I don't care how much he tries to say he's denounced it. He separated himself. He loves Janae. Blah 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 blah. But um, I just feel that I feel there's more to come forward on this. I know that many channel holders have picked Carbonation with a fine teeth comb, but I feel there's more that needs to surface because um, the hearing just shows you that they are members beyond the ones that is inside the carbonation itself. It seems like there's a core and there's the outer ones, the ones who's on the net. Because remember, he was going around different platforms, recruiting people via platforms. So people are very much taken in and feel that he's living in nature and all this stuff, but the members are not the ex-members, or the so-called ex-members, are not really coming out and talking. The only one who's spoken was BP. Honor is still trying to hold it up for him because Honor turned up at Max V World's chat. So there's still people who's still following his teachings. And if you're a Dr. Nature Boy in the rain, shirtless, you are definitely letting go do easily. Definitely not letting go do easily. Yes, exactly. He was dancing shirtless um, in that little cul-de-sac thing. So he is much he's co-signed to a lot of stuff. So it's no point waiting to when someone's in jail or whatever, and then trying and then saying all the stuff that you should have said to his face. Basically, I feel he was scared of him, and because he's at a safe distance, he's able to so-called talk. But he ain't saying nothing really. What he ain't saying nothing. Um, he right. You know how they talk in circles and all that stuff. Um, as well. He he trying to clean up the phone call they had when he said he was going to contact Natiri. None more or less. Exactly. The bigger backer There is a bigger backer which I believe has abandoned him because he did too much. Yes, there's that part as well. Because otherwise he would have been out already. He would have been out, would have been on bail, living his life. Um, there's a lot going on. And on top of that, he can't finesse himself around the hearing. He can't finesse it. And I feel he is still he's not. I feel this, in prison you can't, prison. Well, I don't know, I've never been in prison, touch wood, I don't want to go in prison. I feel that he's telling them stories to make them think that he's living life up in the prison, when we know how hard it is as well. Yeah, no, there is no love story there. What does bigger back mean? That there's someone bigger that was pulling the strings, that was getting him out of places like Hawaii. When he was in the jail in Hawaii, they still came out and came back to the Americas. There's someone who's a paymaster who was paying for him to do what he's got to do, um, i.e., destroy the new age community, the conscious community, even though the conscious community was falling apart anyway because of polite and that. But there's somebody who is a bigger player, um, even to how he came to be doing carbonation, where he left Atlanta, which he was running from wherever he was running from. So, and Mike Brown was the one who was paying for him to be where he was in a Belize or one of them places. I don't even know. But if my internet wasn't playing up so much, I would I will go to Max V World, because Max V World breaks down a few things as well. Um, Yesterday I played Marwan, and Marwan was explaining that how they can be, as far as an indictment. I think I understand what the indictment part is. So it's getting really serious. The money people, or the person that funded this month, yeah, that's the backer. Yeah, that's the backer. So, so he, so like, I mean, people said he was planted into the community, which is possible because that Fred Hampton had the same problem where someone was an informer that was planted. So I just feel that he came to dismantle the community. Um, Anybody who's doing the same thing he was doing, he just made it look really bad, because people is not going to want to do eco villages and stuff like that. So um, he did so much evil anyway, and this is his karma. This is his comeuppance now. The most we can do is just sit back and watch. So Marwan was saying it's going to the grand jury. That's why I just let the video play so people can hear what Marwan had to say, because Marwan is more the into is more illegal. I think he's a lawyer, so he's able to give you a rundown of how it's going to go from now on end. Now, hi, hi, Mayfei, Moonfie. So Marwan was able to give a rundown on how it's going to go and how it's going to end up, because um, he can be in the same place Malachi is right now, because Malachi did get 100 and something years, and he possibly can be still in the same running as Malachi right now, because he can be buried under the jail. But if But even if Solar don't talk up, or Solar is still part of the game, because you don't know with them really. Solar and Natiri, it's a whole nother conversation again, because like I said, he was talking a whole lot, and I really want to do a video on what he said. Like we can all pick it and read into um, why he chose Saturn and stuff. Because he said that he saw himself as Saturn, and he used to eat us and all this, and he showed how he used to eat them and all this foolishness, and I'm just like, I feel Solar is not mentally there anyway. And Janae is not mentally there. Um, True, Juju, all of them are very much unhinged, and Sheba included in that mix. Zoka, Immortal Morals did a video on Zoka, and you can see the breakdown to when she got there, to why she was there, to when she was pregnant. You know what I mean? It's just a whole mental breakdown. Um, I think it's Immortal Morals. You know, look how weak and ignorant his followers are. He has possibly destroyed parts of a whole generation. Yes, he has. Oops. He's made them weak. Is very weak. Weak-minded. Weak-minded. They're very weak-minded. And the women particularly more, because he's harder on the women than the men. But we know why he's harder on the women than the men. So I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm one of those who investigate and go deep into whatever. Um, there is channels who do that. So, but from what I'm hearing on this hearing here, there's a whole bunch of lies being told, um, trying to paint him as this community person and all that, and he's none of that. So, um, even the prosecutor said it was is internet hearsay. But some of the internet people who investigated into him found out a whole heap of stuff, found out more than most people even knew about him. And I don't know, like I said, like I'll have to do a build on what Solar said about you owe me a child or a daughter, which is kind of deep. And I'm thinking to myself, so what is he gonna do if he came across Velvet and Eliana? I mean, it sounds kind of sinister, you know. Um, they're so unhinged. I feel Velvet, if she's not careful, or she has to really protect Eliana from these men who is his warriors or tribe or whatever, because it's very sinister what Solar said, and I just feel that I don't know. It's one of those things, isn't it? Right? I mean, like we're looking from the outside in. What did he say about his baby? He said, you owe me a daughter. Then he didn't really go into it. I have to play it for you to hear it for yourself, or you can go and find it on the other channels, because he says a lot, but you have to sit through all the encrypted words to find out what he's talking about his daughter. Um, it's very encrypted. It's encrypted, honestly. It's just crazy. Um, I think of Solar as a coward because he waited to when the puppet master was in jail before he started talking up and showing his chest. And you're just like, why you wait till the puppet master is in jail to talk? You should have spoke up. I mean, like all of us on the outside was wishing his demise on the outside, and they was just taking it. No, I rather take your word, cause to listen to their BS, it is too exhausting. 100% coward. He is a coward. I retitled that same video because I was gonna say he's a coward, and I had to retitle it because I feel people need to address what they're seeing going on with him straightforward because true and that true even true is trying to make out that he is this follower who is for his master. He's loyal because the others are not there, but it seemed like they're pretending to be like they're not together as well. There's pretentiousness going on amongst them. Um, Juju's trying to play tough guy online. When you see Juju, his face looks so swollen looking. He just looked like he got beaten up. Juju is not. It's not a tough guy. Yeah, Solar said Nature Boy killed his daughter. Therefore, Nature Boy owes him a daughter. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah. Oh, my internet's doing the most. Let me highlight that what Regina said, and that's why me now bother to listen to him. Exactly. Exactly. He is a coward. True's a coward. Musa as well. Um, Musa is a coward. They could have just stood up and beat him. They had the strength amongst the how many of them? I think there was a five, six of them or more in the house. They could have got him at any time. I just think that how they were so scared of him, they didn't do nothing. The women was very fearful of him too. Um, Zoka particularly, he wanted Zoka so badly. He, he. However, the baby got gone. He made it happen. You know what I mean? So Zoka is very mentally gone. I feel she just trying. She was just trying to say, "Oh, he's my husband." I'm thinking, how is he your husband? My husband, and we are loyal to our husband. All this bandagry. They don't care about children. They don't care about the children. They never did care. Like if you watch one of his videos at the beginning, he said that how, well, I can't have your children around me because I want them to be myself. After he made the statement that how his son touched his penis, he said I can't walk around like whatever because um I am a natural man or whatever. Though in the same breath was preaching that how as soon as a girl reaches puberty, where she's having her menses, that he's allowed to, oh, not at him, but that how she should be controlled or taken or whatever. And he is evil minded. And on top of that, I just feel that however this comes to a head, however 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 this ends up, I'm just gonna watch because I know the T and that's gonna put it up. However this comes to a head, right? Um, they might all start writing books, start want to tell their story. Sheba's defending her Lord and Savior because Sheba loves off Nature Boy. Um, it's just um, I don't know. It's just sad that they're not very strong-minded people. They're the next generation, and they're not strong-minded. They got reeled into something. Like many people left because of they disagreed with what was going on. Contessa, you also said that Nature Boy daughter Eliana is his goddaughter. Oh yes, that part too. And if something happened to Nature Boy, he is responsible for her. Yeah, I heard that part too. I heard that part for sure. So he's still linked to the he's still linked to the cult. I don't care what anybody tells me. They ain't right. They ain't denounced shit. This is just to get people talking, people like me and others talking about him. For us to, for people to be making loads of videos on them, which I won't be. I personally won't be. It's all about the marketing. I still feel they're marketing. There's still marketing behind the scenes. Um, Janae says she's going to write a book. The tea is hilarious. Blocking everybody in the chat. No, she wants them to come. Now she wants them to come back. I'm good over. I just watched In the Bushes. I watched In the Bushes. Um, she said that the T said that the reason why she was blocking people is because she said, what did she say? She said because she didn't want them to get harassed and stuff like that. But the T also tried to help Janae as well. And it seems like Janae just slapped. I feel personally, she slapped the T and them lot in their faces because they were helping her behind the scenes, trying to make her recover from whatever happened. And Janae is just shitted on them, basically. And I don't know whether they clocked it. I don't know, or whether they just I don't know anyway. But the interview with Janae was very telling, and that's for sure. For me, it was very telling because when she said that how she's powerful, and they don't know how powerful I am. They don't know how powerful I am, and then she then she ends up with Solar. I feel that's a slap in the face for the T, basically, because she said that she was trying to protect them. Like when people would write certain stuff in the comment section, she would block it because she didn't want them to feel um I can't remember the word. Cha. Yeah, it's a lot of dictatorship. Yeah, yeah, they were under a dictatorship as well. So um I don't know. There's nothing else I can say about this hearing, really. This is just the lies. I mean, we can go back and we can look into the history of them and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna do all that. I got other videos to make. I've only put up the bond hearing because I know a lot of people was following, watching after he got arrested, and a lot of people want to see the outcome, want to see which way it's gonna go. The I heard about RICO charges, which I still don't know what's all. I don't understand the RICO charges and stuff like that. I think I've got to watch a little more of Max to find out because it's he ain't coming out anyway. He ain't coming out. He ain't coming out. He's never coming out. And if Solar talks, I think that will bury him under the bush. I think he'll be done for. You know, um, so that's all I see going right now for Nature Boy. He's not gonna be coming out at all. Um, he's done for. He's done. It's over. All these titles have it in carbonation exactly. Regina, is he a godfather like Malia is Nature Boy's wife? No, he's a godfather. You know, like the Charles Godfather. Godfather. Yeah, he's over. He's done. He's done. It's over. He ain't coming back. It's gonna be like Malachi Z. York, Yahweh Ben Yahweh, Warren Jeffs, most of them rappers. It's gonna be like that right now. Um, I can't remember what the Moonies got taken in, but it's Warren Jeffs, Malachi Z. York, definitely. And, what's he say? The crazy thing is, he's hurting his own case. He should have told his people to shut up. The more they praise him and call him Messiah, just proves the DAU case. Exactly. Exactly. But Nature Boy is silly. He's very dumb. Nature Boy is a dummy. He's clever and he's stupid at the same time. He make too much sense. Stop it. Yeah, he's Manson. Manson. The women are like the Manson girls. Definitely, they're like Manson. The Manson girls. They just haven't exploded yet. They haven't let off yet. I mean, one of the followers already killed her mother, so and somebody else apparently who was following him already killed their parents already because he said that the parents is an attachment. Um, the children is an attachment. Let me so, oh, go. Trying to see the comments. Oh yeah, self-appointed. Yeah, he's self-appointed ordained minister. No, that's one for the book. Say a cult leader who is an appointed ordained minister. It's just the Netflix and the thing for me. The Netflix fight and the other things that they mention. So man, I don't know, man. Just have to watch and see where this goes. But I'm gonna try. I don't know. I might try do a build on Solar and his cowardness. Um, I'm just gonna use that. I might have to use that video where he spoke, and we have to read between the lines when he's talking. I'm hoping that my internet will be a little better when I do actually do his build because I can't flow. Once the trial starts, all the evil they did will be revealed alongside more charges done. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, yes, true. Having his lawyer flat out lie, like the persecutor won't investigate. I know, innit? Hold on, let me see. Let me put a thing to clock it so I can highlight it. The flat out lie, big time lie. He lied so much. It's like, come on, like, like, does he think that how the lawyer and the judge is stupid? He flat out lied about Netflix and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, wow. I'm like, really, dude? Okay. And I think I was trying to get the bond reduction thing, but it didn't. It did. I don't think it's reduced. I don't think it's reduced, but I don't know the law thing, so I'm not even gonna comment on that part. But from observation, it's all downhill from here. He's not coming out. He's not coming out at all. It's all downhill from here. So I'm gonna come off because this thing is still playing up a little bit. This internet, and I can't play what I want to play. More of that hearing, um, I know. I feel we have to observe and listen very carefully. Um, if I see anything what's going on, I'm going to put it up on here. I'm going to try. I don't want to do too many Nature Boy stuff because I don't want to get the Nature Boy sector on my ass. That's why Sola and Musa have denounced Nature Boy. No, Musa ain't denounced him. That's just done to make it look good on the internet. I believe Sola and Janae brought the whole cult down together set up. Yes, I feel they did. But Musa ain't denounced none. Musa's still active member. Don't even bother watch that. He has no bond to be reduced there. Exactly. Exactly. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come off. You know me, I don't like to be on it for long, I just like to deliver my what I gotta say and come off. Um I don't know if anything progresses. Oh, hold on, what's the indictment? Hold on. And the indictment is coming, says the prosecutor. Yes, yes, the indictment. I'm sorry it wasn't as flowy like before. My internet's playing. Hi, Ghetto Child. My internet's playing a lot, and I don't want to just upload stuff and just leave it like that. I really want to do lives a little more. I might have to use the other side. I don't know. Um, so um, it keeps stammering a little bit. Musa Solar right hand man. They are. They're his right hand man. They denounce none. Don't even bother entertain that idea. They're still active. They're active cult members. Oh, thank you, Miss Wise. They're still active cult members. Don't get taken in by it. It's all a front. The only way you know that they have totally denounced him is when they don't. We'll even say that Serenity and them lot is still kind of part of the cult. Right. It's only when they're doing stuff like what Kevin, and them lot's doing, then you know that they're not part of the cult. So don't get taken in by it. That's just for the internet, basically. But I'm gonna come off. Thank you for coming through. Don't know. This thing's playing up so much. Let me see if it'll free up when I take off the. Oh man, it's really doing the most. Let me see. Oh, there we go. If I take it off, let's see if it'll free up now. Let's see how it's moving. Oh, it's moving better. Okay. It can't handle the resources. Okay. Let's see who's here. Oh, what is? Oh, thank you for passing through. I always call you the Baron. Kantassi Baron. Let's see. Miss Wise. Moon Faye. Regina. Ghetto Child Clinic. Oh, he said something else. I hope Tron will somewhat help the case because hands are dirty. Yes, lots of their hands are dirty. They did a lot. And I feel he won't. He might. He's gonna throw them under the bus. He's gonna throw them under the bus. They're all gonna go down with him. They're gonna go down with him. So I'm gonna come off. I think I know what I'm gonna do when it comes to doing my commentary now. I don't think I can show videos and stuff, but I'll try to work around it. So Um, yeah. With that said, I'm gonna go now. Um, I joined the build before this, so I thought let me just quickly hop on and do my commentary for this. Now we're gonna talk about Solar and what he said. I mean, I can't remember verbatim because I probably might not be able to put up a video because it's the thing's acting up. So we will see, and we will go through what Solar said. Um, I really wanted to play the video because he said a whole heap. He said a lot. He said a lot. Is what he didn't say. You had to read between the lines, especially Keys. As though as the DA is, she's probably has an ace in the hole that will shock us all. Yes. Yep. 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 See, you guys are on the wall. So I'm gonna have to do my commentary this way. I feel, which is harder because that means I have to take notes now again. Go back to note writing and listen to what they're saying. So, um, ace in the hole will be loyal. Oh, but that's if loyal's left completely. That's if they're not just saying it for the internet. People can say anything on here, right? Anything they can do or say anything on here. Oh, I denounced that person. Then when they're off the internet, right, they're probably sitting together, eating food or whatever. You never know. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes. And Loyal have all the phones and money. And it's interesting because I haven't seen him come on video and said anything. He hasn't said anything. So we have to see. I mean, the grand jury is the big one. The superior trial is going to be the big one, and we all have to. Hopefully, we'll have seats to sit and hear. Because I don't know whether people can take phones in there. But anyways, I'm gonna come off now, and I'll see you. Thanks for coming. Come. Oh, you're saying. Notice he's the only one who left. Totally disappeared. Yep. Yep. No, I am gonna come off. I'm gonna come off. I'm gonna come off, Regina. We might have to cover this again. We might actually have to let people talk. I mean, I'm not going to do a long panel because you seem to have a lot to say and it's interesting. So, I mean, I'm just looking at the basis of what's going on, the little bits and pieces that I'm cutting on to. So I'm trying not to take everything I see literally sometimes. But yes, Loyal has not popped up. He hasn't popped up. He hasn't made a video. He hasn't said anything. Solar said something. Only Juju. Musa is with another woman, as far as I know, for what I heard. Musa's with another woman. Um, who else? Juju's talking like as though he's still Nature Boy's henchman. True's still trying to talk like he's still Nature Boy's henchman or whatever the heck it is. But I am gonna come off anyway. So we just have to watch. We just have to watch, and we might have to do a panel on it and let people come up and voice their opinions. I'm hoping my net don't play up. I really do, but I'll try and sort it out as much as I can. But with that said, I am gonna come off and have a little rest before I get up again because it's like 6:22 over here right now. So have a good Saturday, whatever you're doing. Don't let these people get to your head. Just take them with a pinch of salt. Listen. Oh yeah, and if you are gonna watch Solar's video, just put it in parts and try and watch it. When I'll go to rewatch it, I'm gonna put it in parts and try and make out what he's trying to say. And then we're gonna come back and we most probably might talk about what he said because he is a big time coward. I don't care. He's a coward. He's a coward. and he most probably might end up right alongside his master teacher. So, and that's all I'm going to say on that matter. Okay, and I'm not putting mouth on him, but that's what he looks like. So, with that said, have a good night because I think it's night time in America now. I think. I'll see you later. Next build. I'll probably have to do a Marwan where I can't put up nothing. I have to do it like how Marwan does it. So with that said, I'm going to go. Take care. Bye.